What's up, guys? I just wanted to do like a little, since I have a lot of more time now. It's it kind of at the end of the day for me, so I just wanted to like mess with this ESPN trade machine thing, kind of like a little 2K thing, but it's on the website. So with this whole Kyrie Irving thing, I'm gonna show you what would work in this trade and what wouldn't work. And obviously, we get, let's see, Gordon Dragic, and we get Tyler Johnson. You got that $17 million for 3 years, and that $5 million for 3 years. He has a pretty cheap contract for his first. Well, this is his last year for the cheap contract. Now we get Cleveland's Kyrie Irving. I'm gonna press try this trade. All right, that was successful. Okay, but what if they don't want? What if they want Justice Winslow also, which I don't agree with. If we have to give up Justice Winslow, then Miami shouldn't do that. So let's add Justice Winslow in the trade. You see, there's a trade exception, and try this trade. It failed anyway. Oh, I forgot to that means Cleveland would have to give up probably Amon Shumpert, since Kyrie Irving and Amon Shumpert are pretty close in real life. So, yeah, their trade would work. Now, I wouldn't want to do that, but Cleveland would rather prefer this trade, I'm assuming, instead of just Winslow. Instead of just this, they would prefer the trade I just had up instead of this trade. They would rather. I would rather prefer this as a Miami Heat fan. I don't get how Cleveland's getting screwed out of this trade because, you get two good players, a younger player in Tyler Johnson for 3 years, and we get Kyrie Irving for 3 years. So I don't understand why this is not a good trade, but obviously Cleveland's going to want more. And like I always say to my friends personally, and there's never a good trade for a superstar. You got the Paul Gasol for the Kwame Brown. You got the, Shaq for we traded Lamar Odom and Caron Butler for Shaq. That wasn't an even trade. There's never such thing as even trade. And I think Gordon Dragic is very underrated. So I don't understand how this is a bad or uneven trade right here. I really don't. I mean, this. Hold up. With this Amon Shumpert deal with that for Justice Winslow, I mean, it's cool and all, but I don't like it. It's cool for Cleveland, but I don't like this trade. Now, as I was saying in that Kyrie Irving, when I found out that Kyrie Irving wanted a trade, let's get Miami out of this. The other contenders in this trade sweepstakes that he wants is, let's say, the Spurs. Let's get the Spurs. And the reason why I say this is not going to work is because Cleveland's not going to want LaMarcus Aldridge. Let's put Kyrie Irving in there. Cleveland's not going to want LaMarcus Aldridge. San Antonio's not going to want to give up Kawhi Leonard. They don't want to owe Tony Parker. Danny Green is not going to be enough. So who else is on the roster is a good asset? I don't see it. There's no good assets they can give away on here. So this trade would not work. I can't do anything to make this trade work. I could put LaMarcus Aldridge in there, but like I said, Cleveland's not going to want this trade unless they're on drugs. So, I mean, it works, but why would Cleveland want to do this trade? That's terrible. That is a terrible trade. So, obviously they don't want Kawhi Leonard. They don't want to give up Kawhi Leonard, so that won't work either. Now, the New York Knicks. Let's try the New York Knicks right quick. Okay, Kyrie Irving, Carmelo Anthony. If he waives his trade clause, you see that no trade clause. He can, if he waives that, which he doesn't want to go to Cleveland. He wants Houston only. This wouldn't work straight up. That trade is not going to work straight up because of Carmelo's contract. The Knicks are not going to give up Porzingis. They already said that today, so that's out of the question. They don't want to give up Willie Hermagondez. So for this trade to work, Cleveland will also have to send Amon Shumpert, and that trade works. But Carmelo's not going to waive his no trade clause, so it's not going to work anyway. And this is a good trade for both teams, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work for the Knicks because Carmelo is not going to waive his no trade clause. So let's try. What's the other team wants to go to? Minnesota. Let's try Minnesota. Okay, we got Kyrie Irving. So this is what I think. My theory with this: they're not going to want to give up Jimmy Butler. They are hell sure not going to want to give up Karl Anthony Towns. He's a future superstar in the making. Andrew Wiggins, I don't really think they're going to want to give him up. I mean, and don't you think that's kind of just anticlimactic that Andrew Wiggins is going back to Cleveland? It's crazy. So, straight up, Kyrie Irving for Andrew Wiggins. We try this, it doesn't work because the money doesn't match up. So, Jeff Teague is not available because he just signed a contract. He won't be available to December the 15th, or it says 14 here. So, he won't be available till then. I mean, if they wait all the way to December the 14th, I mean, I don't know if Kyrie Irving will still be on the market to get traded. And sorry if I'm moving the camera like this. My bad. So that won't work. I don't see this. Minnesota has no chance of getting Kyrie Irving, honestly, unless you put Jeff Teague in there. But still, I don't even think, Jeff Teague and Andrew Wiggins, the money still wouldn't match up. So overall, oh yeah, there's one more trade conspiracy that got going on with the New York Knicks. It's a three-team trade in the Phoenix Suns. You got Kyrie Irving. And he will go to the New York Knicks. You got Carmelo Anthony going to the Cavaliers, which I don't think he's going to waive this no trade clause because he doesn't want to be with Cleveland. Phoenix will give up Eric Bledsoe to Cleveland. The Knicks will have to give up their rookie Frank, but he's not going to work because he just signed. He won't be available to August the 4th, which is 2 days before my birthday. So he won't be available till then because he just signed his contract. Is still. So they could make that trade, but what I was going to put is Frank. He's going to go to Phoenix along with Eric. Along with hold up, I'm getting all screwed up here. So Cleveland would receive Kyrie Irving and Carmelo Anthony. Phoenix, no. Cleveland will receive Kyrie Irving and Eric Bledsoe. Kyrie Irving would go to what am I saying here? Carmelo Anthony, Eric Bledsoe will go to Cleveland, right? Kyrie Irving will go to New York. Phoenix will receive Frank and probably, I'm thinking another throw in over here. Let's say they don't want to trade. I don't even understand how this trade would work. They'd probably have to throw a bunch of picks in, but this 3-team trade thing wouldn't work at all. No one's going to take Joakim Noah. Porzingis is untradeable. You could put the rookie in there during August the 4th. So this trade wouldn't work at all. So I don't understand the conspiracy behind that trade. So back to where I was at with the Miami Heat. And I already know people are going to say this is very biased to me. That's what this whole channel is about. I'm a Heat lifer. But this trade only makes sense. Now, this is a trade I would prefer right here. I hate when this thing does that. This is what I would prefer straight up right here. Which would work every day. It will work every day. But Cleveland's probably not going to want that. Pat Riley's going to have to sweeten the deal or try to talk him into taking this trade right here. But the most likely with the trade they will want is also Justice Winslow being involved with the trade exception for Amon Shumpert. And that trade works. I don't like that trade. I don't love that trade. I hope that trade would not happen if it came to that. If it came to this trade, I pull the plug and say no. But it obviously works. Contracts all match up. This is a trade I want right here. If I'm the Miami Heat, this is a trade I want right here. You guys just tell me what you think. I think this trade is very, very. I think this actually works for both teams, though. It's not like we're cheating Cleveland out of anything. You get Gordon Dragic. They can do basically. He can put up the same numbers as Kyrie Irving. He's not good as Kyrie Irving, obviously, but he could put up the same numbers as Kyrie Irving. And then you get a Tyler Johnson, a very good young player, for cheap for the first year, and he could be a good energy off your bench. I don't understand how this doesn't work, and they're both locked in for 3 years. So I don't understand how this works, but whatever. You guys just tell me what you think. Key Life for 305 out. Let's get it.